What's going on, everybody? Giraffe Anatomy here, and I'm coming at you with another VOD review. This time it's for UwUpoes, another member of the SMITE Dojo Discord server. And what he did is he sent me a video of him playing Freya in mid lane. He basically just said, like, hey, give me some tips and tricks. I felt like I should have carried with the lead that I had in this game. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at the video. We're going to do some critiques, some tips and tricks as he plays, just to see what he maybe could work on, what he can do better. So let's get at it. We'll start the video, and there will be no audio because he is playing music over it. So what I'm going to do is just put the video itself on mute, and then we're just going to watch it here. So it'll be hard to listen for like audio cues and things like that to know where people are, but it's all good. I could tell he's new. He's a newer player. I think his account is still under like level 20 even. I think he's like around 18. And he has obviously like the start, like, hey, go here, here, here type of things, right? It looks like it's showing him. So right off the bat, looks like there's some confusion. You could tell it's a new player lobby. People don't know where to go. They don't know how to do their buffs. I think he literally looked at the item map, checked to see who was doing what, which is great. See what people are building. And he's like, are you Bologna? Are you jungle? And she's like, nope. And he's like, are you taking speed? And she's just like, I think, because Chalk, I think, is their jungle. And he doesn't know where to go. He's lost. And so Bologna's like, I'm solo. I'm just taking XP. So already it's like, it's a mess of a start. You're going to have this in the lower lobbies. It's fine. Whatever. You drop the speed buff. You go to red buff. Like, all you can do at this level is play, experience, get to level 30, and get out of like the lower player lobbies, or party up with somebody if you're having a lot of lobbies like this. Oh my gosh, that Chalk, he didn't pick up the support buff already. He was going to pick up your red buff. So yeah, who knows what he's doing. It's fine. You can do whatever he wants. Just focus on yourself and what you're doing. Good wave clear. You're against Anubis, which is good. Yeah, just stay out of his attacks there. Honestly, after this wave, you can go. Oh, so Bologna took all this shit. Holy crap. You're doing the right thing just by staying in lane. If you didn't, I would have gone back and maybe tried to grab another camp real quick. But Bologna took all the farm here, so you're just doing your thing. You're farming. You have a advantage over Anubis, I think, with having like those ranged, like those really powerful ranged autos, and being able to maybe distance yourself from some of his abilities, like his cone. Like, you know, half his damage is his 3 and his 1, right? Being able to stay away from it. With Freya, you can actually use, you can start Radiate blasting as the wave's coming up to you. Radiant blast the first couple minions, and it'll push them back into the back minions. You can normally catch a couple of the back minions in those blasts. So as like the big tanky ones are walking towards you, do that. Sit under tower here. Your jungle is like gone, so you really can't do anything. Yeah, you can poke him out a little bit, I guess, but don't be standing in his stuff. That's the beauty of the Freya autos. Look at that, dude. Yeah, good poke. That's a beautiful poke. Nice, good job. Now you can free farm up. When you get the chance, the name of the game is to farm. Much as it is like great to get kills, you don't always have to like chase kills and stuff like that. It's actually better if you can like pressure them out and force them like to go back, especially early game. Like when they die, they're dead for like 3 seconds. They will come back up and run back to fountain. It's better to poke them out and have them at low health so they can't really contend with you, and then you go farm. So both of these have been up for a while here. You should go get this neutral farm here on the right and the left. Right, you see these 2 little camps here. If you can go do those while he's preoccupied doing the wave or trying to sit under tower not to die to you because he's low, right, this puts you ahead. So the more you can win these mid camps here, better you're going to do, the faster you're going to level up, like that kind of stuff. Good job clearing these. You like literally at this point you cannot trust anybody to jungle for you. You're literally on an island by yourself, and it's hard to do that in a game with Freya because she wants to have a good front line to be able to burst people down. But if you could get her to late game, she will destroy. So Should have picked up this camp here. You don't necessarily have to back quite yet. You should have picked up this here and that there first. Because you kind of backed for like no health, right? It's like it's not that bad. You can hang around for a little bit. You don't have to back, because what do you get out of backing here? You don't buy an item. You just back for health and then go back into lane. Instead, farm up this right camp here and farm up this red camp, and try and do those. And then after red camp, you will have no health because no one's going to help you with it. So you can back after that one. But at least try and grab these when you get the chance. That way you're ahead. So you're level 5, he's level 4. You shouldn't be afraid to pick a fight because you have your ultimate. So you should be able to ult up. You also don't want to have your wave go under tower if you can help it. Try and clear it before it does that. You are Freya and stuff. And because... yeah, so now they're grabbing this right camp here. You're doing the red camp by yourself. It's okay. But you're going to have the problem with the health here in a second. Oh, I guess you got tier 2 of ring, which is fine, but yeah, I think you could have done both of those and then backed and not like missed any waves or XP and stuff like that. I think you're fine. At this point, because your jungle doesn't help you and stuff, your next back after you get your ring, you should buy some wards and you should place them like up here. Just to know who's ganking you and when and how they're coming into lane, right? So you should be able to out damage him here for sure, 100%. And then if you want to ult, you can, but you don't even need to. Like, look at you, you're saving your ult. That's great. Knowing like, hey, I don't even need to do that. I wouldn't focus on trying to burst down the tower here. It's actually better for the minions to run under tower the first, I don't know, 10 levels. Yeah, ult to escape. Try and, yeah. You kick through your whoop, which is fine. He's gonna try and gank you. Oh my gosh. That was close. Balls of Steel, good sir. You should pick up 2 wards here. You have the gold for it. You can actually probably get a next tier item too, even if you didn't. So just remember when you back, pick up some wards as mid lane, put them up here on the left and up here on the right, just to watch the patterns of that Rav jungling and coming to gank you and stuff like that. So you place your free ward, which is fine. It's better if you have the advantage and you're playing up and you're going to be up more, to put them like up here, because you'll see them like coming in from their jungle that they're doing most of the time, right? Once again, these camps are up. Go and do these when you get the chance. Don't sit and wave and wait for the next wave. Try to go do something else in between the waves. They're kind of tanky, right? They will last like a second or two. You can go do another camp, come back, normally not miss a minion or anything like that when you do that. So this is good. You cleared a wave. Now you're doing the XP camp. Then you're going to go back into lane, clear the wave again. He's up pretty far. You're up 2 levels. Yeah, just blast the crap out of this dude. You're fine. He used his 3 not on the whole wave, but on the front, so you should be able to out clear him here. And once you out clear the wave, poke him down a little bit and then go get that right camp over here. That's a good whoop. Okay, yeah. So now try and snag this camp here. Good job. There you go. Just farm up. Yeah, get the farm. Run straight to your red after this. So Chalk, see if you can, if you hug this wall, even if he clears it, you should get the XP and stuff for it. Snag that. Good job. So far, kind of know what you're doing here. At this point, you're level 8. I can't see all their levels because of the avatar here. You can actually sit there and poke him out. There's like a whole back half of a wave there. You're up 3 levels on him. You should do some damage to that Rob. So yeah, you're fine so far. I was going to say, look at other people because you're up so high in levels. Look at maybe trying to help out another lane, right? That's maybe having a little bit more trouble than you. It looks like your duo lane is not doing so, or is it duo, or who keeps dying? Find out who on your team is dying. And then just go kick the crap out of them. the other person, because I think you're higher than anybody else on the other team right now. Should pressure Anubis a little bit more. It's a bad habit to stand in the middle of his abilities. Try when clearing the wave, being on like the left side or the right side of the wave. Like hang out a little bit more. So if he has to choose, right? He has to use his ability on you or the wave. If he uses it on you, he's not clearing the wave. You can clear the wave faster than him, have wave pressure. If he does use it on the wave, now he didn't use an ability on you. After you clear the wave, you can step up on him and use your abilities once you've finished clearing the wave. So I see that you see they're like kind of in the jungle and they're on the right there, and they're kind of low. You could go and gank and try and help. Oh yeah, pick that Uller up, bro. Good job. That's a good job. You hurt everyone so much right now. You should be able to even take him. Yeah, just start deleting people. Honestly, if your Medusa had any brains, she would come over and help, but she doesn't. So it's fine. You can just sit there and kill him too. Yeah, he's getting cold fury too. Yeah, just finish that kill. Good job. Now go into mid lane and farm. Grab your red. Just look at the map, right? Periodically. Grab your buffs and stuff like that. But yeah, oh my gosh, you come up behind this. You chunk so hard, man. Yeah, good job. Anubis doesn't have movement abilities, remember? So you can if you don't auto him and he does something like if he does something like this, just real quick. Anubis doesn't have movement ability, right? If you get him with a whoop, you just walk in front of him, try and get like right in front of him, he won't be able to do anything. He does Aegis. As soon as he Aegis, stop autoing and just walk behind him and follow him because he doesn't have a movement ability. You will be able to stay right there with him and then just start attacking when it's done, right? So once you walk there, the harpies are attacking him because he was in there first, right? You could have just kept following him, just waited. I mean, you played it a little safe, right? You had your radiant, so you would have been able to like follow him around the corner, just been able to range him with that. So yeah, just think Anubis doesn't have movement abilities, so position yourself accordingly around him. So it looks like you have enough for like Telkine's ring and stuff like that. Yeah, your red buff's gone because Chalk dropped it. He didn't grab it before you went into lane. Yeah, keep farming. You're so far ahead right now. Once again, you probably could have grabbed this camp if it was up and then backed, but you're fine. You're grabbing the waves. Cool. You got hasten ring. That's okay too. I think with a lead like this, you can normally go like a Telkine's first. Like because if it's Anubis and stuff, you don't have a problem really sticking to him too much. So like hasten is really good on Freya. Don't get me wrong. It allows you to just like walk and hold left click at people. Telkine's would have been a bigger power curve though. You are against Anubis, so you might want to get some sort of anti-heal, some sort of form of it. Because you're the mid lane, you're not necessarily like the ADC. I'm curious as to what he's building. You can delete this guy. Yeah, like dude, he doesn't. I don't even think he's built magical defense. They're losing farm by this dude coming over like this. Cool, go grab your red. Placing wards, that's good. I'm glad you bought wards on this back. That's like really, really helpful. You're doing all right. You have the instincts. I think you said you came from like League of Legends or Dota or something like that, so you know how MOBAs work, right? Not necessarily like it doesn't seem to be too out of the question for you, right? You know how to ward. It looks like you know the basic mechanics, those sorts of things. Cool. You just stay out of his abilities and stuff. Good to go. So far, so good, man. You're farming. You're getting ahead. Your team is like really shit in the bed, but that happens, man. Especially in these lower lobbies. Like it's fine. Like at the end of the day, it's just a game. You're honing your skills for when you get up to like the higher lobbies anyway, right? Yeah, you're gonna need some anti-heal if you want to 1v1 him, but you're still just 2 levels up, so that's why you're winning those kind of trades. And he didn't hit at like any ticks on his lighthouse. That's why you're not dead. It looked like he was like on controller or something. But yeah, you should be able to actually sneak up behind these guys. I would have honestly just I would have attacked them first actually. Before the wave. I know it sounds counterintuitive. Normally you want to try and clear the wave, but the tower was going down anyway. It didn't matter. You probably could have snagged both of them if you just ass blasted them instead of the wave. So at this point, I would have put it right here. I wouldn't have wasted stuff on here. I would have walked in, I would have put the radiant on here. It would have hit both of them, and if one of them tried to hit you, they would be not tanking the tower or taking the tower down. They'd be hitting you, and then the tower would start hitting them, right? Because they're under tower. So if you walked in and just started doing that here, probably end up killing both of them. So yeah, it's fine. Still like perfectly fine, right? Just small little things. Yeah, you shred people. So at this point, you should look to maybe, because you're going against Anubis, you either need to buy anti-heal now, so like a Divine Ruin or a Toxic Blade, or you should be buying Typhon's Fang to try and match the type of healing that somebody like Anubis does. So you would either get Typhon's Fang to synergize with Hakate here, or you get anti-heal for that Anubis, so you can keep putting him in the dirt and not letting him come back, right? I understand one more ring, like you want the ring, so really either Toxic Blade, Divine Ruin, or Typhon's Fang are the three that you should look to go here. And because you went hastened, like I said before, it probably wasn't necessary. You could have, whatever ring you're getting here, which I'm going to assume is demonic because you have no pen yet. You could have gotten like here instead, and then gone Typhons, and then gone like hastened, and then, you know, Ratatouille last or something like that. Because Typhons gives you pen, by the way. So if you do get a Typhon's Fang, yeah, you just melted the balls off people right now. Watch out because Anubis is coming in. Yep. Like, understand your surroundings. Medusa's in mid lane with you right now. You're at half health. I understand the cooldowns. Yeah, I get that. There isn't much you can do when you have cooldowns like that, but there's just too many of them, yeah. So what I would do is this, right? You don't have cooldowns, don't fight. Don't step up too high. You know, from this right here, you see Uller here, you see Anubis here, Bacchus is up your asshole, so you know there's at least 3 people here, right? So you back off. Good job. You don't even attempt to do your buff because you think they might just come in, steal it, kill me, whatever. That's great too. You see Bacchus right now. You're going to clear the wave. You see Uller. Okay. You know Anubis is there too. You know he's there. So it's automatically a 3v2 in lane. You're at half health. Medusa's at half health. And once you do this, and you use your Radiant, and you aren't able to hit him, right? And now it's on cooldown. You should not be stepping up this far out, right? You're at half health. She's at half health. You basically use your abilities. They're on their cooldowns, right? Right here, because you use that too. Right now, this is the point where you're like, if I didn't hit him and my range is gone, I should be walking under tower and playing it safe because you know Anubis is coming in like a second, which he does. So you walk up a little too far. Now Anubis is behind you. Now you're caught out. You're less than half health. You don't have your ult up for 4 seconds. You only have a whoop up, and your one ability is now just coming up, right? And they killed Medusa. They just can out damage you, right? So you just overextended a little too far. When you have a lead like this, you want to keep it and you want to farm up and just ignore like dumb team fights like this, right? Unless you have an absolute advantage. You already like lost the advantage as soon as like all 3 of them came into this lane and you're at half health, right? I understand trying to go for this Uller, but he jumped and yeah, you just mistimed the abilities and stuff. And unfortunately Medusa also just sat and died. So yeah, just play a little safer. With that kind of stuff. With that, they're gonna start pulling ahead because it looks like Uller is around your level now, which is fine. See what type of item you get here. What you're looking to do. So you weren't able to buy anything else quite yet. You could do the support buff. You can grab it if you want. They're pretty fast right now. You should be buying wards again too. If you didn't have enough money for an item, you had like what 800, 900 gold. The 800, 900 gold you could have used for wards for sure. And then at least been able to ward up here. I know you have your sentry here and your other guy here, but this is about to go away. So you can at least have them in pocket. So as soon as this goes away, you can like either replace it or place another ward in mid that you want. You're with Chalk. This Anubis is scurred, and rightfully so. You probably should have helped him. I mean, this like, yeah, you probably should have helped Chalk chase down Anubis there. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it like you're fighting. You're basically fighting two teams here. The enemy team and your own team. That is what it feels like, and it happens at the lower ranks. Like you're fine. Yeah, good job. You use this. You can ult him while he does. Like when Anubis ults, he's literally free game. Just you can go into your ult and then wait to use your ult until like his ult's more than half over, and then start pounding him. And then when he comes out of his ult, he can't go anywhere. Right? He has no movement abilities. You can just okay. So you have auto purchase items on. I just saw that. Which basically means you're not deciding what to choose, which is okay as a new player. That's fine. You can do some pre-made builds beforehand, like in God Builder, and still be okay with it. I would leave him and focus on these guys that are about to jump in. And I wouldn't be walking out of tower right now because everyone just died. But good job picking him up. You should, yeah, you got to ult right now. I would have ulted and I would have gone back to the safety of my tower first before fighting all these guys again. Just because, yeah, they're all grouped up. You're fighting so many people right now. It's just rough. Your Chalk is split pushing. So, just a quick tip to be safer because other teams would have killed you super fast. So okay, this team fight, right? It's happening. Cool. Get your big boy pants on. Get ready to go, right? Cthulhu dashes in. You need to make a choice as soon as he does, right? What you're gonna do. You either follow him right now and help your team burst him down, or you zone the rest of everyone else so your whole team deals with Cthulhu by himself. Now Cthulhu's going to be taking tower shots here, but he's probably going to kill Medusa because she's just under it. But you could end up zoning the rest of the team so they can't join this fight. Instead, you're kind of split. Like you kind of miss him, and then you kind of miss him, and then Bacchus is now in here, and he's joining this fight over here, right? And he's able to peel, so they can't kill Cthulhu after trading, right? So you could have helped zone and saved your boop for when like Bacchus came in and like made him stuck under tower, or just go and help them burst down Cthulhu. Like go with your team and help them all out, right? You're a little too spaced out here. You're split between two things. Just decide one, stick with it, go with it. Also, chasing them around this way when your whole team's that way, not the safest thing because they could all literally just turn around and kill you here. You do pick up him, right? You do pick up Cthulhu, great. But all four of these guys, if they were any good, would turn around and immediately kill you, and you'd be dead, right? So that is not good. So as soon as I saw this, you should be ulting right here. As soon as you get out of this wrap, because it looks like you used beads to get out of it, you should ult and attack them as you go back under the safety of your tier 2 tower. That's what you should have done right here. And you shouldn't be fighting Anubis. You should maybe try and grab like this Rob that's like no mana, no health, right? Kind of thing. But you're fine. You do eventually ult, but you ult a little like far away from them, and Anubis ends up using his Aegis, and you do get away. But if that Uller hits that, you're dead. If it hits that first arrow, you're dead basically, right? Yeah, watch out for Uller because he has the range on you and stuff like that. There's really nothing you could do if this. Yeah, that Anubis is dumb. He just took a tower shot. Or I could have stepped up and just deleted him. But it's fine. So it looks like you got Telkine's ring. I'm actually curious what the auto builder ends up building for you. If it gets you a Typhon's Fang and a Rod Tahuti, that's a fine. That build's fine. You need some pen. For sure. For sure. All right, you're farming up. You can clear the wave, clear this buff. Like honestly, yeah. So if Medusa's in your lane, just take hers. That's a good, smart decision. When you're at this low level, honestly, it's like, dude, they don't even know how to do their own buffs and stuff. Just take whatever farm you see. Don't be afraid of dropping someone else's buff and stuff. I wouldn't even get distracted. So you're getting distracted because he's pinging him like, come kill us, dude, blah blah blah. It's like sometimes these can be traps. Right now their whole team is here and stuff like that. I would have just farmed. That Serb, if he dies, he dies. He's level 12, whatever. You're wasting time doing this instead of farming and getting an even higher level to then delete somebody late game. And now you're stuck and Serb's gone and he just dragged you into 3v1 right now you're trying to run away from, right? So your decision here, up here, should be farm this stuff and ignore him. Honestly, just start pushing this shit. Start pushing this shit with it. If you left them all to do whatever they wanted right here, if you left him chasing all these dudes, you would get tower for your team, which is golden experience. You'd get this wave, which is golden experience. You'd get another wave, which is golden experience. You probably get a second tower, which is golden. You'd probably hit like level 19, if not 20, just from just ramming it down this lane for the next like 4 or 5 waves while they're all just dicking around. So don't get sucked into the arena of conquest in these lower levels. Farm up. Join the fight later when you're level 20 and everyone's level 16, and then they can't do anything about it, and you delete everybody in 2 shots, right? You're missing this wave, you're missing this tower, you're going to miss the next wave coming up. You could literally probably have taken 2 towers, and if somebody comes to gank you, you probably kill them. So you're fine. But yeah, so we got in this fight. You got here. You started fighting them back. Good ult. That was perfect timing. You're like really slim on that. They could still dive the tower and kill you, but I mean that was great. Like one more shot, you would have died, but you ulted and tagged him back. I can feel the panic. Where the fuck are they? That's what I see. Chalk tried to solo Pyromancer and died. That's great. Yeah, you're good. They're between a rock and a hard place right now. Now you can't do too much to Bacchus because you don't have penetration at all. So you're having a hard time with him. If you bought Demonic Grip instead, or even like a Typhon's Fang or something that had pen, you'd be doing a lot better. Deleting him. You're just too squishy. You need a frontline as Freya. It's just like really hard to play Freya when you're getting run at, right? Or if you get CC'd at all. You also, I understand why it built this for you, but you only have one thing of lifesteal, so you don't have as much sustain. That's why you normally would want to try and maybe have gotten Typhons here or here, because you would be healing a lot more if you had Typhon's Fang. Okay, kill him. Awesome. Help out your Medusa. You 100% could have killed him there. Yeah, don't be afraid to step up. I know you're low, but they're also really low, and you probably kill him in like 1 or 2 basics. That dude's dead. Oh, you let your Medusa die. Oh no! What are you doing? You're just like mash. I can like feel the like the mashing of the keyboard. Like the panic. Let's watch this again. Okay. So, first of all, when you do this, I understand what you're doing here. But you still have a threat at least, which is Anubis. And it looks like Rob comes into there. Help your teammates out here. I know you want to go do your buff and stuff, and I know I've been preaching like farm while they go mess around, but you did just kill Cthulhu. I think there's like one other person dead, right? So if you stick with your teammates, they have less of a chance of like this happening, which is now Rob is coming in with Anubis. They're both full health. They're going to kill Cerberus and Medusa, right? And the Cerberus and Medusa do a good job of holding them off. So if you recognize this happening right now, you should, and this is also the other thing, you did a red buff, and hold up. After you kill him, you do this red buff, and you're wasting your radiant ability, and you're 1 on this, and your health is like, it's not like you're life stealing from it or anything either, right? Kind of come out with the same amount of health that you did anyway. So it really didn't change much except for the fact that you have the buff, right? Right here, you should step up. Step up and attack him. I know your radiant isn't there and stuff, but I think you could have stepped up and it would have come online right as he was getting away. You could 1 basic attack him. But that's fine. You kill Anubis here, which is great. Step forward. Right there. I don't think he kills you if he does that to you, but he does kill Medusa, right? You kind of body block Medusa and get her killed too. Feel free to just, step off to the side, right? Right here. Step off to the right just a little bit. Distance yourself, because if you're all grouped up with your teammates, it's easier for somebody to hit you with their abilities, right? Hit all of you with 1 ability. This kick here that he hits Medusa with, he doesn't hit you with, surprisingly, but if he did, you would have been dead earlier, right? So yeah, and then the panic, of course. If you step up there and you just auto him once or twice, I think you win this exchange. If you get in front of Medusa, if you step to the right or something, it's fine. I mean, it's messy in the moment, in hindsight's like 2020 and all that stuff, and it sucks, but whatever. It's you'll get better at the team fights as they go on, for sure. It's just like a learning curve. You'll definitely learn. You're level 18. You're ahead of most people on their team, it looks like. Farm up, just try and get to 20 at this point. That's basically what you want to do. It looks like they did give you demonic grip, the auto buy people. So that's good. Now you have some penetration, so you should shred the balls off of most people in this game. Ratatouille last item wouldn't be bad. Yeah, just sit in mid lane and farm up. You want to get to level 20. Looks like pick that buff up. Okay, team fight going on over here. Oh, your poor Chuck. Oh no, not the surrender. Not the surrender. Yeah, with the whoop, try and put it a little bit in front of them. A lot of missed autos, but yeah, you delete this dude. What are they doing? Delete this guy too. I would have gotten him to my ult, but yeah, get into your ult. Good job. Good job. Get him. He does have his leap. Yeah, you're fine. Whoever's not surrendering right now can suck it, because you're doing fine. You're running it down with your team. As soon as you guys started grouping up and you had other people around you, Maybe turn your sensitivity down a little bit. It's an unfortunate surrender because I think you just won that team fight. Honestly, at that point, you should just ignore Bacchus and start doing gold, like call Gold Fury. But yeah, that's a bummer of a game, bro. Your mechanics, you can work on a little bit. Just play more. Maybe turn your sensitivity down a little bit. And by doing that, you'll be able to, when you turn your sensitivity down, you'll be able to hit more things instead of like overshooting or overcorrecting. Get used to the autos and stuff like that. I think you're like brand new to the game too, so that will come with time. Don't worry about it, man. Like you'll get used to it. Feel free to play some arenas and some jousts and some slashes and stuff like that, and just like get used to the mechanics of the gods you want to get better at. It'll really help being able to do that. And you'll learn faster because you're in more team fights instead of just farming, right? So you'll get the knowledge of like, this god does this, I do that to them, that kind of thing. So don't be afraid to like warm up with a couple arenas and then continue to play Conquest. You're fine, man. Like you do well when it comes to farming. There's just some little things about like when to back and stuff like that. Try to use the item shop, and like auto buy is fine, but get used to like purchasing items and stuff like that. My hotkey honestly is like T for my item store. I have like a half keyboard, so I'll use T, and then I build my builds for the gods I'm playing in my custom the god builder. So if you do that and you go into god builder and you put in like your preferred items beforehand, when you press your item shop, it'll come up. Your item shop will come up, and then you will have what you put in there right at the forefront. You won't have to like go searching and typing. So if you know you're playing Freya, you can put like Ring of Hecate, like all the rings there. You can put in the other things that she gets the most, which would be like Divine Ruin, Toxic Blade, Typhon's Fang, Rod of the Tahuti, and of course all those are too much for like a single build. But then you can pick and choose as you go along and know like, if I'm versing somebody with anti-heal or with healing like Anubis, I should get anti-heal, right? Things like that. Although you did blow up Anubis faster than he blew you up, because you were ahead of him so far, so you could have skimped out on it. If you got healing yourself, you probably would have out-damaged and out-healed him. But yeah, man, good job. Keep it up. I hope this helped you guys out. If anybody else is watching this for some reason, feel free to join our SMITE dojo. It will be in the description below. And then we do stuff like this all the time. You can join, play with people. Like we play with each other. We do like trainings, one-on-one sessions. We just meme and have fun sometimes in arena and joust or whatever it is, or slash. Some people want to learn and get better, so they're like really focused about it, and they'll go into conquest and stuff. So all that stuff is available for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, have a great day.